My name is Yolanda from Chloe Consultants, and I'm shooting this YouTube video from my ranch here in Africa. So welcome to Africa, and welcome to the work that I do. I wanted to shoot a few YouTube videos just to demystify the amazing work that I do with the horses. Very often when I tell people of the work that I do, the first question is always, now how does this thing work? How can horses really help people in the boardroom? And how do you cross the bridge between the paddock in the boardroom? So I want to demystify this whole concept for you. I want to start off by explaining what is equine assisted learning, and then I want to explain to you a little bit why do we use horses. Equine assisted learning is an emerging field in which the horse become a non-judgmental partner, reflecting back what's happening in the interaction with the delegate. There's so much said and so much written about horse whispering, and some people are quite skeptical about the concept, and I don't blame them. But at the core of horse whispering, there is nothing mystical about horse whispering. It is about pure, clear, simple and consistent communication. And isn't that what leadership is all about? Why do we use horses? I'm an HR executive who has worked abroad and have gained HR executive experience in 15 different countries. I have seen in my 15 years as an HR executive, working with corporate executive, how destructive the ego can become and how reliant people become on using the power in the title to move the feet of the herd as a metaphor. The minute you step into the boardroom, your power and your title means nothing. It's not going to move the feet of the herd. So the question is then, what's going to move it? And the answer is very simple: energy. When human beings interact with each other, we use our filters to interpret information. But when we step next to a horse, there are no filter. It's a pure mirror of your energy. What makes it so amazing is that it comes from a place of being non-judgmental. The corporate world is filled with people who give feedback to each other, and at many times come from a place of causing harm and not always a place of helping individual. So it is very liberating to stand next to an animal and to get authentic feedback about your energy. How do you show up from somebody who's got no intention to harm? Horses are big animals, as you can see, as we're shooting it here with my stables today. They're big animals, and they have a very strong energy field around them. Because they're big, because they're powerful, they bring emotion to the surface. Whether it's fear, whether it's excitement, it brings all those emotion to the surface. And I've learned for each delegate that the emotion that needs to surface will surface. The prey and predator phenomenon is another thing that plays itself off in the paddock. The horse is by nature the prey, and we, are the human being, are the predator. But in a leadership role, we can choose to either be the prey and the predator. So by beginning to understanding the prey-predator dynamic and beginning to understand as a leader from which place do you come, allow people a very deep experience to begin to understand how do they show up and how do they move the feet of their herd. The reason why it's used so well, particularly in the area of equine assisted therapy, and that is where psychologists use horses to work with people, is horses are an accurate mirror of our body language. And it is an amazing experience for people to get feedback about the energy and how do they show up. The other key component is, and it always amazes me that it is so life transforming, is that horses only live in the moment. They don't live in the past, and neither do they live in the future. We as human beings, although we can choose where we want to live, if we live in the future, by definition, we live with a lot of anxiety. And if we live in the past, by definition, we live with a lot of regrets. The concept of embracing the now is absolutely life transforming. And if people can begin to understand just how liberating it is not to worry about the future and to leave the past where it belongs, but to embrace the present moment, it is a life transforming moment.